Howdy folks, Bass Gear Magazine, still at it at the Carvin booth. We just can't leave, they have so many cool things. Carson Kiesel's going to tell us about the exciting new heads that they have, the B2000 and the BX1500. Carson, you want to tell us about the B2000?
B2000, this thing here, we've had more excitement about it, and it's really based on what customers have wanted. And the primary feature is this amp. Not only is it 2,000 watts, it's a mono block amp, 2,000 watts at 2 ohms, 1,300 watts at 4 ohms, 700 watts at 8 ohms. So you're not going to have headroom problems ever with this amp. But the beauty of it is 13 pounds. Wow, yeah, that's what the customers, that's what you've been asking for. So, and again, on some of the features here, it's a straightforward amp with a drive and a volume, okay, like master, drive. You got sub, bass, bass, low, mid, high, and treble. So these are all active circuits. It has our Class A preamp circuits in there. There's actually 3 stages of Class A. Then you have you have a mute, you've got an active, passive, effects loop. So really straightforward, really easy to use. Let's look at the back here for a second. Okay, here we have our new speak-on connectors. These are the combos, so whether it's your high current speak-ons or 1/4 inch, you got them both. Here you got your direct out, pre-post levels, and what have you. You got your effects loop here, and of course your tuner. But one of the hottest things is its 12AX7 tube driver, and where that tube is placed from the Class A's, from there to the driver of the final power amp. So we have this tube driver in there which can be bypassed by this switch. So it warms the sound up, and obviously if you don't want it, you take it out. If the tube should ever go bad, which is doubtful, you just take it out. So this is a hot potato.
And this has a linear output section, right? This is not Class D?
No, this is Class AB. It's a tracker, and actually the section's from our high-power DCM 3800. We take half that, we put it into this amp here. It runs cool because it's a tracking AB, so you don't have the heat.
That's phenomenal. Let's talk about the BX1500 here.
Okay, this amplifier has been evolving, and again, the serious request was to take out the weight. So we have a switch mode power supply in this, and then in the output we have Class D. And Class D is super sounding, and one of its best points, it's 94% efficient. You're not taking lots of power out of the wall, so you have that efficiency and you have the power. 1,500 watts again at 2 ohms. That's actually it's 750 aside 2 ohms, but you could bridge it at 4 ohms for 1,500 watts. Lots of juice. The beauty of this is for the guy that wants to finesse his tone. The B2000, straightforward, lots of tone in that, but here with 3 mid-band EQs, parametrics. You have your sweeps here, you have a general contour here, whether to come in flat, non-flat, that would be this control. You've got your drive, and again you have your active, you have your mute, active, passive, graphic. So now you have a 3rd section of EQ, 9 bands, and then you have your effects. And the beauty of this is you can take it right over to bi-amping. It has a built-in crossover. You have control of your 1 monoblock amp and number 2 monoblock amp with an overall master. Very, very powerful in its features. Let's look at the rear of this. Okay, likewise with this, the one big difference here, you're seeing each amp. Amp 1, amp 2, and your bridge. All speak on. Again, your same direct here, pre-post. You have 2 inserts, 2 effects. Again, your tuner, and again, your bypass for your tube. And got some of your foot switch controls. You can, do the 9-band, what have you, for a 2nd channel and all of that. So lots of powerful features, and this weighs, again, at 12 pounds. Yeah, and this is, when I'm talking about wattage, I'm talking about RMS. You know, you guys are doing that. You're doing an excellent job of telling the truth on power. And so when you check these amps out, that's what they're going to put out. So, absolutely. Great. Well, thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Folks, if you haven't been paying attention to Carvin amps, you absolutely need to check them out. They're blowing us away. They're extremely good. Made in the USA. Good stuff. Bass Gear Magazine signing out.